Recognize that? That's going to be a coin right there. So I'm on a brand new permission today, and I've been walking these fields, haven't found much. But I started to get into a little iron patch right here, and I popped the target out of the ground. I think it's going to be a good one. So we might be on something now. So let's just get right to it. Let's see what we got. That looks like either a button or a coin. Probably, yeah, that's a button right there. That is a nice old tomback. Wow, awesome. That puts us back into probably the 1700s, early 1800s. Most excellent. And there's a lot of iron in here. This is the first good squeaker I've heard, but what we're going to do is we're going to kind of circle around and chase the iron. We want to get the heaviest concentration of iron. That's where we want to be. That's probably where the house stood. And where the house stood is where most of the coins are going to be. Shaping up to be a good day. Right next to where I dug that tomback is a nice high squeaker. Whoo boy. That sounds like a reading like 75 on the meter, but it's really squeaking. Off side of it since I took my eyes off of it. All right, should be right in front of the blade. Sounds pretty shallow. I'll just flip that up. It's non-ferrous though, whatever it is. All right, so it's right in here. That was right in the grass. Make this a little quicker. If I had two hands, I would have had it by now if I could have used two hands. You're really buzzing. That might be another target, actually. Yeah, that's another target. So I didn't check that signal out good enough, and I actually dug in front of it, and it's a big old can. I was a little further back, so it was giving me a nice sharp signal, not a great big giant signal like that would have been if I just scooted the loop forward another 6 or 8 inches. All right, so just found this. This looks like a cooking vessel of some sort. Might have been an old fry pan or some type of pot. That's a good sign that there could be a home site here. That coupled with the button. So we might be on. I'm not getting a lot of other signal, just a little bit of iron blips and blaps, but we might not be on the center yet. I'm still looking for that. Well, this is my third non-ferrous target, so 2 pieces of junk and 1 button so far. So I just found this little piece of pewter, and the curious thing is a next farm over, I found a little home site that had War of 1812 stuff on it, and this is almost looks like a button, and I can almost see an eagle shape on it. That looks like an eagle almost, but it could just be my imagination. We'll put that away and take a closer look at it later. Pretty sure that's a button though, a pewter button. Yeah, that's an eagle right there, isn't it? I'm really happy right now, but I have a feeling I could be greatly disappointed once I get it cleaned up and look at it with up close. Oh, it's either a button or a shotgun shell. Not sure which yet. Hopefully it's a button. Oh yeah. Okay, bub-bubs. Hope you don't mind me calling you bub-bubs. That's a nice little flat button. Got the shank broken off though. Sweet. So we got 3 buttons already, man. That's pretty good. We've been here about 15-20 minutes. I'll take that ratio of minutes to relics. Looks like another flatty. What do you think? I might accidentally hit that one. Maybe not. Ooh, has a design on it, I think. It'd be nice to get a nice George Washington inaugural button. That's something I've never found. I found a million of these things. Looks almost like a design. I don't know if you can see that, but I suspect it's not. Just an old flatty that's kind of beat up. A lot of you guys have been, some of you guys have commented about how I get my pants really dirty. My wife must not like that. Basically, I just wear them until they fall apart, so she doesn't mind. So we have another little roundy down there. I'm not sure. I suspect it's going to be a button. What do you think? You don't flatty. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's a flat button. If you look really closely, you can see where the shank was attached on the back. I was thinking it could be like a wheat penny or something. Yeah, nothing on it, but hey, we're doing all right, aren't we? Oh, hey, when I said I wear my pants so they fall apart, I wear them when they're dirty until they completely fall apart. But that's not really true, but I do wear them for like a week at a time. I do give my wife a little break on that. She does the laundry. I do a lot of the other stuff around the house, but we do share the tasks. And of course, the day would not be complete without a broken horseshoe. Not a pork chop, but a broken horseshoe. All right, I got a little skippy noise in here. This is a skipster. That's what I like to call them. It's probably a little button. They will often do that. Whee. All right, it's in my hand. It's in my hand. Oh, there it is. Ooh, that's a cufflink. Check that bad boy out. What do you think about that now, huh? I guess that's a cufflink. It's got some silver wash on it. We'll give it just a quick little week. See what it is. Yeah, I don't see any designs. I was hoping there might be some cannons on there or something. It's got a little design. It looks like definitely silver wash. Or silver gilt on it of some sort, and copper on the back. That basic shape is typically a cufflink. So that's a good little find right there. I don't know if you can hear that, gives kind of a skippy noise. That's a skipster for sure. You can really hear me breathing. That's because that's the mic right there. I had it turned up to maximum. So hopefully now you're not hearing me go quite as much. That's why it sounds like I'm breathing so hard all the time, because I had it up too high. Yeah, that's why. All right, looks like a little button here that fell off the shovel. Yeah, that's a little tomback, I reckon. It's funny, sometimes my GoPro interferes with my metal detector. I'll try to change the frequency, see if I can get rid of that. Yeah, but that's just a baby tomback. Oh no, it's got a little design on it. It's George Washington. No, it's not George Washington. But it's like a little star design or something. Signal in here, and I've been digging the dirt out, and I can see it looks like the outline of something roundish. Looks about the size of a halfpenny. Also, I can see some... See it? I don't actually see the thing, but it's definitely not in there. Maybe it's in this clump right here. I can see parts of it there. Boy, I don't know. It wasn't that great a signal, but I think it could be a... Okay, there it is. Probably a button. Yeah, it's half of a... or 3/4 of a tomback button. Isn't that strange? We were seeing the impression where the dirt had settled around it. It made a little half moon or 3/4 moon. Very nice. Not doing too bad today. I'm a happy chiglet. So I got something weird down in the hole there. I'm not sure what it is. Looks brassy. And, well, I just don't know. Let's pick it up and see. Boy, that's bizarre, huh? Reminds me of the old lightning rods, but it's the tips of the lightning rods, but it's a lot smaller. I mean, it's also a triangular bayonet, but they wouldn't make a bayonet out of brass. So it's got to be some type of decoration for furniture, I would think. Man, it could be a tip to a lightning rod, a small one. That's pretty cool right there. So you have something pretty wee right there. And gives a little squeak. Let's see what it is. Hopefully it's at least a button. Yep, it's another small tomback. So this is a pretty early site. I'm not really finding much, past the first half of the 1800s. Mostly all late 1700s, really. Early 18s. Nice. Gotta love those sites. I can't believe we haven't found at least one coin yet, though. Number of buttons we've found. We're not giving up yet. Looks like something coppery right here. Maybe a handle to something. What do you think? Yeah, all right, so what we have here is a little piece of brass or some type of copper alloy. Got a round hole there and part of a round hole. So screws would have gone through here and this would attach to wood of some sort. There's really no way for me to tell. There's no designs on it, so I don't think we'll ever know, but that's a good little target. Well, speaking of pennies or half pennies, this is the first signal that I've gotten that really sounds like one. So I thought I'd get you out for sure. I'll pop my headphones up so you can hear it. Right it's a little bit deepish. I mean, it's not right on the surface. But see, that's reading the, got that like high wispy squeak to it. And those are usually coins. All right, I should have gotten it, I guess. A big old plug, probably toward the bottom of it. Probably. Ooh, look at a night crawler. Hey, Bubby. That's what we call a night crawler, which is just a big earthworm. When it rains, they come out at night and get on the surface and crawl around and do their thing. I'll put them back in the hole in just a minute. All right, let's see what this thing is. Hopefully it's a nice coin or something. Oh, still in the hole. All right. I didn't get quite deep enough, I don't think. It could be in a loose dirt. I'm just gonna pull that out of there and we'll check it again. All right, let me get the pinpoint out. Boy, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so it's right there. I don't think we're quite, just right there. So we're almost to it. Let's get above it there. Dig with one hand. You see it yet? I'm looking for a staining in the soil too. So we know if we get close to it, you'll start to see that dark coppery look. I haven't seen anything yet though. That's not a good sign. Yeah, I don't think we moved it yet. All right, I'm gonna put you away for a second. I'm gonna give that a, well, I'll just keep you out. All right, one more here, one more on the back side. There we go. Well, if that's a coin or something, it'll be out now because the pinpointer won't pick up like super deep. If it's still in the hole, it's probably iron. All right, ready? Oh no. All right, let me just dig it out of there. Well, it sure as heck isn't iron, but it's not a coin either. I have no idea. I just popped it up. Boy, I don't know what that could possibly be. It looks old. What do you think? Should we pick it up or just leave it? Oh, look at the size of that thing. Oh, you know, I thought it was a like a buckle of some sort, but that isn't. That might be a piece of that other thing we found. That had the two holes in it. Oh, that's a beautiful piece right there. That's an early piece, isn't it? Well, when I say early, I'm talking like pre-1850s. That thing would, there's a hinge right there, so it would fold over. I have no idea what that is, but boy, that was a big sound, wasn't it? Sweet. If any of you guys have any idea what that is, let me know. I mean, I'll do some research. If I find out before you guys, I'll just put a notation in the video. But right now, I just don't know what that could be to. Could be from, whatever's the proper English, or American for that matter. A nice little squeaker here, something small, but I'm hoping it's going to be old. Might be in this dirt right here. All right, not in that one. Hopefully this one. Oh, not that one. Not that one. All right, so my hand. Oh, there it is. I think it's another button, isn't it? Ooh, oh, that's another one of those cufflinks. Well, it could be a button, I guess. But it has the shape of a cufflink. Yeah, it looks pretty plain. You can see it's got a shank on the back, so... no, that's just a button. I think it was round. Pretty sure that was indeed round. Just that it looked kind of oval because the edge was chewed up a little bit. Looks like I just kicked another little tyke out of the ground. And that is another button. Made of tomback, which is a type of metal. There's a signal right in here somewhere. It's probably a small button. I don't see it yet. I'm wondering why we're not finding spoon bowls or anything like that. Pewter. That's kind of strange. Usually you'd find some of those by now. Either the pewter spoon bowls or the handles that are broken. Yeah, that's pretty small, isn't it? Whee. All right. Nope. 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 Oh, there it is. I think it's going to be another button, huh? Too small for a coin. All right, clean up the back. You can see there's a little nub there. So that tells us there was a shank on it, so that means it's a button. See a little of the gold wash, I think, shining through. So that would have been a nice shiny one when it was made. But it's lost all the gold gilt on it, or gild. They both basically means that they were coated with something. Both words. All right, so I have another one of those kind of high squeakers, but it's much smaller than the first one I told you about that we dug up was that handle. So I'm hoping this one could be a little copper of some sort. Well, it's not quite as high as it was before, but it did have a few little squeaks in her. It's always good if they have a few squeaks in them. All right, ready? Put the shovel back. Oh. Yeah, so I'm not really hearing it too well, so that means it's probably in here. Oh, when I say too well, I mean at all. That might be my shovel. Yeah, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. It was going to be bigger. I'll shake that loose. The farmer will no-till this field soon. So he'll just like drive right over here, putting in the crops. Alright. Alright, it's in my hand. You see it? Oh, looky! Looks like a little half a musket ball, but it's probably a ball. Ooh. I thought that might be a ball button. Well, I guess it is a... No, it's not a ball button, but it's one of those old early. I think it's going to be an early button. Boy, I'll tell you, I'll try to get a date on this one for you, because I think these were quite old. It's probably where the shank was right there. And it's solid cast. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I like it. Just need a few gold hammered coins to go with it. Or milled coins, I don't care. Anything's fine. Unfortunately, this permission is right along a kind of a very active road. So I know a digger's going to go by sooner or later, unfortunately. And hopefully they won't hop out and try to join me. Oh well. I wish it's like a 200-some acre farm. I wish it hadn't been right along the road that we found stuff. Anyway, the one time I didn't get you out, recognize that? That's going to be a coin right there. Because it's in my hand. All right, that is probably going to be a colonial copper. I'm not going to try to clean it off. It looks very white though, like it's probably nothing on it. But I'm going to let that dry before I do anything to it. You know me, I don't like to put water in these things at all. Unless they have a lot of detail. You know, if the strike is really good and the stuff's sticking up high, then maybe water. But if not, you'll just ruin the coin every time. Not far from where I dug that colonial copper, and I just dug a big old piece of kettle. That's a beautiful piece. Unfortunately, my butt is almost hanging over the road right now. So I think we're going to start getting to a lot of cans. But I want to dig right around here too. Okay, it's been like, boy, I tell you, almost an hour. I really haven't been finding a whole lot of interest, but I have a good signal here. I think it's going to be a large cent or, you know, colonial copper. I haven't dug it up yet, of course, but let's go ahead and listen to it. Nice high squeaker, upper 70s, low 80s. Should be right about there, just to the right of that mark. Probably not too deep. Yeah, probably not deep at all, really. All right, we should have it out, I hope. No, looky. That's a piece of junk. That's pretty much what I've been digging. I'm down here pretty close to the road, so there's a lot of cans and stuff. And boy, I tell you, I got a couple buttons, but I don't know if it's worth it right now. We should probably go back up on the hill away from the road. So here's a little tiny piece of it. Looks like pewter, or it might be a button. Got a little nubbin on the back there. I think it's the back. If it is a pewter button, it's really thick. Looks like another eagle on there. Look at that. Doesn't that look like an eagle? All right, so I get a stick. So, looks like a design right in here. Looks like a horsey there, but if you look at it from this direction, it looks almost like there's a leg here, a shield. That's an eagle button. Wing coming out there, wing coming out here, and that's his head sticking up. So that's the shield. That's the middle of his chest right there. Pretty sure that's what that is. Or I just have a very active imagination today. Could be either, really. We just found our first bullet. At least I think it's probably fired, I don't know, it's got like a flat spot on it right there. So I don't know if that's a fired bullet or a piece of lead that it must be a piece of lead that they made for some reason, because there's no reason to have that flat spot like that. And if it's a sprue where they poured the thing, it would be round, not square. At least everyone I've ever seen been like that. All right, guys, I guess we're going to call it a day. I've stumbled around for about an hour. I haven't really got any more signals. I got a couple more permissions not too far from here, and I want to swing by and check them out in the truck. And if they're not like tall corn stubble, we'll come back, you know, within the next week or two and hit them. So let me go ahead and do that. And in the meantime, I will get you some pictures of the finds. And if I have time, what I'll do is we'll look at some of the better ones on the pool table, like in about 2 seconds. We'll see you later.